Welcome to North Carolina Weekend, everyone. I'm Deborah Holt Noel, and this week we are highlighting history in the making. Arts, crafts, other handmade items that tie us back to our history. Today we're in Seagrove, pottery capital of the country, or the largest concentration of working potters in the United States. I'm visiting several artists as they prepare for the Seagrove Pottery Celebration happening this year, November 19th through the 21st. This year, like last year, you'll be able to visit artists in their private studios, and there will be an online auction. Right now, I'm here with Lindsay Lambert, who's the director of the North Carolina Pottery Center. Lindsay, when a visitor comes to Seagrove, how do they maybe get started?
Well, one of the best ways for a visitor to Seagrove to get started is to stop right here at the North Carolina Pottery Center. We have example shelves of pieces by local potters, and they can use those shelves and pieces on those shelves in conjunction with one of these local maps produced by the Seagrove Potters. On the reverse side of the map, there's even little photos showing you what each of the potters are producing, which is important because they're all producing something different, and well, everybody likes something a little different too, so it helps people figure out where they want to go.
Thank you, Lindsay. Well, I think I'm going to go explore Seagrove.
Well, you'll definitely want one of the maps.
Thank you. I used the Seagrove Pottery map to make my way to Johnston and Gentith's Pottery and Sculpture. Right now, I'm here with Fred Johnston, who's one of the potters on the Seagrove Pottery Celebration Tour. And I understand you like to use natural products in your pottery.
Absolutely. This is a chunk of clay that we dig here locally, and these are layers of volcanic ash that's stacked up. And supposedly this chunk of clay is between 250 and 300 million years old. You just go out in the backyard and dig it up. Here in this part of North Carolina, which is the Piedmont, we lie on what's called the fall line, and that's where a lot of good clays exist. So that's what we're working with. Look how soft that is. It's soft.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. And you actually have, that's rice.
But this
even though it doesn't
yes,
look like it.
this is the husk, the rice husk, ash. Goes on black, comes out white to aqua. And so I use 60 parts of this by weight to make this glaze that you see.
Oh my goodness, that is
It has all kinds of, some crystals, variation.
And I love the gleam on it. My next stop in Seagrove was Crystal King Pottery. Crystal comes from a long line of self-taught potters.
I grew up here in Seagrove with a pottery family. Both my parents were potters, and they apprenticed with an older shop that was here, which had an 8th generation potter. What was very important to her was history and tradition, and to hand that on. So my parents carried on that legacy with a focus on folk art. For me, that meant from hand sculpting at an early age that I would continue to do animal and figurative sculptures. So although I still highlight with sculptures today, I also do functional and decorative work, but what I'm especially known for is the animal and figurative work.
Right now, I'm here at Bulldog Pottery, stirring the glaze to make sure it doesn't settle too much. And I'm also here with Samantha Henneke, one of the potters. She's preparing for the Seagrove Pottery Celebration. And what are you working on right now?
Well, right now, I'm getting ready to decorate my work. And so my process is, I do a lot of dots. But what's kind of fun about this is, depending on, it could just be all different possibilities. And so like if I were to glaze this afternoon, it could be completely different. You know, it just depends on what I decide. But I call this a pattern medley.
A pattern medley?
Pattern medley, so it has sort of like a quilted appearance too.
I'm here at Bulldog Pottery, just popped up the hill to the shop here with Bruce Skolson. Tell me, how do you kind of collaborate with your wife?
Well, both of us throw the pots, and then when it comes to glazing, that's where it becomes more collaborative. Like I had done the slip work on this bowl and then turned it over to her to do the white spots.
And that's really beautiful.
And then it's got a black glaze on the inside.
It's really lovely. We look forward to seeing more of this on the Seagrove Pottery Celebration.
Absolutely.
I'm here with renowned potter Ben Owen, who has helped to organize the 2021 Seagrove Potters celebration. Ben, what can we expect at this year's celebration?
We are very excited about this year's fall celebration studio tour. This year we're having it November 19th to the 21st. But because of COVID and some of the Delta variant, we've decided to work with a studio tour format just out of safety for the public. With that in mind, you really have a chance to go and visit the studios in person, meet the makers, see really a wider range of work than just a limited booth space that would be in the festival format, and really get to see some of the behind the scenes part of the process of how they make their work. We have a lot of talented people in our community. We have up to 40 studios participating in this, and they have been working for many months to prepare for the studio tour. I believe the department stores have their place in society, and we all have the need to go there and shop for things, but we feel like we offer something that's really unique. And here in North Carolina, especially being creative artists, making things from the earth, lately with some of the shortages of inventory or materials that may not be available on the shelf for the holidays, coming and shopping with a potter or a creative person in North Carolina really is a wonderful way of supporting what we have here, kind of homegrown, handmade here in the region. And I hope that you can take advantage of the opportunity and come and visit.
Well, I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. The 2021 Celebration of Seagrove Potters Studio Tour runs November 19th through 21st in Seagrove. The tour features over 35 potters and includes an online auction. For more information, go to discoverseagrove.com.